Listen, if you're watching this right now and you clicked on this video, it's a high possibility that you are gooning right now, right? A very high possibility. Um, Either you still gooning and you trying to stop gooning, or you just stopped gooning, or you don't care to stop gooning. You don't care to stop. Um, I want to let you know that gooning is ruining your relationships, bro. And you may feel like, how is it ruining my relationships? It really has nothing to do with it. I'm just doing it. It ain't. I really don't see a problem. Um, Sometimes you gotta expand your mind, bro. Sometimes you gotta expand your mindset. Uh, a lot of y'all way of thinking is stinking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of y'all ways of thinking is incorrect. It's wrong. And just to make this video short, going in is ruining your relationships, bro. It's ruining everything. Everything in your life is being ruined because sexual immorality, bro. First of all, you having sex with demons. I don't think you really understand that. Because why do you think you feel shame afterwards? Why do you think it's somebody in the room with you? Y'all know the feeling. Y'all be going in and you feel like somebody in the room, somebody watching, or you feel like you gotta hide it so much. It's because somebody's actually watching you, bro. You having sex with demons. This is why you might be watching one of your favorite OnlyFans models, and you realize you can't get off unless you watch her. Why do you think that is, bro? Like, y'all gotta really ask yourself these questions. Why do you think you can't get off unless you watch her? It's because you have a spiritual soul tie with this woman, and you don't even know it. You don't even understand it. But anyway, it's ruining your relationships because let's say that you want to be a faithful guy. First of all, I'm starting to believe that watching porn is cheating when you're in a relationship, because at the end of the day you watching another woman, bro. You watching another woman naked, doing things that you should be doing with your woman. Hopefully that y'all married, but you should be doing with your woman, bro. I don't feel like it's righteous, to be doing that. But more so on the point, when you goon, you fall back into more sins. I always say addiction doesn't have addiction is never satisfied. So when you addicted to gooning, it's never satisfied. You always gonna want to feed it more and more and more, and the more you do it, the more you have to feed it. The more hungry it gets. It's just like a person that eat a lot. It's a person that's 400-500 pounds. The more they eat, the more they become hungry, and the less you eat, the less you become hungry. So you have to starve it out. It's just like a body, bro. So you realize that when you going in, that you want to fall more into sin. You might be a faithful guy, besides going, besides watching porn, and then you just continue to go on watching porn and stuff like that, and then you'll get these urges and desires to cheat, because obviously your girl is not with you. Is the reason why you watching porn. So as your girl not with you, because I ain't gonna lie, bro, I don't have this feeling a couple of times, like watching porn and stuff. I have no desire to cheat, but as I'm watching porn, I continue to watch it. I'm continue to fall short. I have these urges and desires to like want to talk to other women. And before I didn't want to do that. I wasn't even thinking about talking to other women. But now that I'm watching it, I want to talk to other women now. It's because the addiction is never satisfied, bro. These are demons that are possessing you, bro. That are getting you to fall short, getting you to do things you don't want to do. Now you become more angry with your girl. Now you become less attracted to her. Now you want to start explore other options. It's because you gooning, bro. So listen up, bro. Stop gooning. It's ruining your relationships. Not necessarily just romantic relationships. It could be business relationships. It could be friend type of relationships. You can miss out on opportunities because you fulfilling your sexual desire instead of your God purpose type of desire. So man, this message is about, man, just stop gooning, bro. Like, it ain't really that deep, bro. If you want to have sex, bro, just have sex with your wife. Get a wife, bro. Stop trying to, and it kind of clouds your mind to figuring out who's the right woman for you. How can you find a wife if you continue to going, bro? You want to find this, you want to find that, you want to be married. We all desire relationships, majority of us. So it's like, how can you expect to find a great woman when you out here going it? That don't even make no sense. When you watching corn, getting all to women who for the streets. How can you think? How do you possibly think you gonna bring forth a woman into your life, manifest a woman into your life that's respectable, that's honorable, that's of the Most High, that respects you, and you in the room? You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, we got to be realistic with ourselves sometimes as men, and we got to hold ourselves accountable, bro. But man, like, going it definitely ruins a lot. It ruins everything. A lot of times it ruins people's lives. Marriages get torn up because you want to watch porn, because you can't control your sexual urges and desires, so you want to sleep with other women. It just leads to, it's a slippery slope. It leads to a multitude of things that you really don't understand because you're not the spiritual. The spiritual man discerns nothing. The unspiritual man discerns nothing. But the spiritual man discerns everything. So man, this is a fair warning, bro. Like, if you in a relationship, or even if you're not in a relationship, if you're in a relationship, bro, stop going, and you will realize that your relationship will become way more better. And if you're not in a relationship and you're desiring to find a woman, a wife, bro, it's gonna help you think more clear and be a better man in order to manifest that type of woman in your life, bro. But the first thing first, you gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not holier than thou. I fell short many a times. But remember, the righteous, they fall 7 times to get back up. But the wicked, they stumble once and can never recover. So you got to decide which one is you. The one that can recover or the one that can't. But coming towards the end of the video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I had to cut it a little short because my camera about to go dead. But I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.